So here I am at my very favorite flower store in Nashville. This is called Import Flowers. I decided I wanted to show you guys how how I do an entire party basically for under $100 with like professional looking arrangements, and B, how I arrange flowers for my home. Flowers really like brighten my mood and obviously like make a party in the spirit of doing affordable August like I'm gonna do with a lot of my fashion finds. I want to show you guys some DIY things, so come along with me to see how I pick the flowers at my favorite flower store. And yeah, if you drop that attitude.
I ain't got no attitude.
Attitudes. Oh, hello.
Oh, nice to see you, miss. What's your name?
Oh, stop. Ford is literally like still in his pajamas, but it's all good. Amy's awake. There are about 4 coolers in here. This is my favorite place to go, and you can get flowers at a much lower cost than if you go to like a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's. Or Trader Joe's has a pretty decent price, but I just like to go to the wholesale place. What I do, especially if I'm doing like several arrangements, I get a meaty flower, which is like a large rose or something like big and substantial, like I'd say like about this big, the size of a fist or something at least. And then I get a medium flower, something that's kind of substantial but a little bit smaller. I like to usually get like some greenery or a filler flower, and then I like to get something kind of like spindly, whether that is like one of these ranunculus flowers or, you know, something like this. Those would be perfect. I like a wildflower in there because it's kind of like a greenery plus a flower. So I'll come in this cooler, and also obviously you have to know your color scheme. So the flower that the shower that I'm doing this weekend, it's a girls shower, but they don't love pink. So I'm thinking maybe of going with some neutrals, like doing some white and green. You can't go wrong with that. So I'll kind of see what's available, see the pricing of it, and then go from there. Even little wildflowers and stuff like this, like you can get a really great thick bundle for not much at all. Ooh, definitely using these wax flowers. Wax flowers are great. I guarantee you these are about $6 for a huge bunch of them, and they're really going to serve as a great filler flower. So these are perfect. Now into the rose cooler. So one little secret that I have that they always help me out here, ask them like which ones are fresh. So a lot of times you walk in and the ones in the front aren't the fresh ones, especially if you're like me. I'm going to be creating this arrangement on a Thursday, and then it's going to be on Sunday as a shower. So you have to really make sure that the roses that you get, or the hero flower, whatever that big piece is going to last you until Sunday. Ask them too, like if there's a flower that, you know, by chance it's a small flower but it's going to open up big. Those are perfect for creating arrangements in advance. That's something I always keep in mind, and I typically always will put a rose into an arrangement. But if you're really trying to do this on a budget and making it really inexpensive to do, you can leave the roses out and use something like a sunflower or a seasonal peony. Sometimes peonies are really expensive if they're not in season, but that's what I like to do. I forget what these are called, Capernaum or something. I don't know, but I think stuff like this is really great because it's another like hybrid between a flower and a berry and a leaf, like a greenery. So I actually think I'm gonna grab one of these. Perfecto. I don't really have many spaces to decorate during the shower that I'm doing, but a lot of them that I do, I will use some greenery to kind of like fill a tablescape or something like that. You can really do a lot more with greenery, and it's a lot cheaper than having to do a ton of arrangements. But what I also want to show you is sometimes I will create little tiny spindly arrangements, whether you use like an inexpensive flower like a carnation. Apparently carnations are making a comeback, like the tiny ones, or something, or even like a little sprig of a large bouquet of flowers that you're using as a filler. That can really help you kind of stay under budget for creating something like this. And I find a lot of the more affordable flowers in this last cooler. So for this party, I'm telling you, the small carnation like this, something about it is like my vibe lately. So you'll see whenever I show you guys how I did this entire party for under $100.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I got a couple in here. A couple extras. This is my second load and some of them are for the house.
Can I get my sunflowers?
Well, dang it.
Man, where's the dang?
Particular.
Come on, let's go. Did you get forward?
Funny joke. So I think it's great if you have storage in your pantry to really try and keep some of these on hand, because I feel like there's always an occasion, or if you're like me, you just always have flowers in your house.
You want me to show your strong leg muscles?
Now I'm going to take them all out of the plastic, take all the rubber bands off of them, and really spread them out and kind of see what I'm working with. I like to get, when I'm doing floral arrangements, I like to get some greenery always because it's a great filler flower. These were $6 a bunch. I got 2 bunches. This Capernaum, I think this is called. I like to get some of these berries, and it's great because it's greenery and it's a great filler. This was $10. Carnations apparently are making a comeback. I don't know about carnations still, but I did go to one of my friend's parties, and she had carnations just as the little spindly flowers in the little bud vase, and they looked great to add some dimension. And then these, I think they're called like Stephanotis or something, are bomb, and they were $12.50 a bunch, which is an awesome price. So I got 2 of these. And then these are Tibetan roses. And these are awesome because when they open up, they're almost like a hybrid between a garden rose and a regular rose, and they're white and green, and they're gonna be the great like meaty flower for the middle. And then I got 2 bunches. Oh, these are like $30, so those were the more expensive ones. And then I got 2 bunches of the wax flowers. So all of these flowers, and I'll probably make, I don't know, 8 arrangements by the end, was $100. So that's really great, and it's really gonna save you a lot of money if you're doing this for a shower or a party. What do you want to say?
You're a rose.
So for this first one, don't underestimate like a filler flower, just really simple in a bud vase. So I really love, like I said, the levels. So I loved putting these are smaller carnations, so they don't really look like carnations. They almost have a little bit of a Parisian feel. So I just put 1 single stem of both of these in these bud vases. These are gonna add a little bit of height and a little bit of just simplicity to these big meaty arrangements that I'm about to do. What do you have to say? You didn't know I was so talented. Take these over here, and I kind of like to set them in my tablescape so that I can see kind of what levels, and this is the flowers that I just put on my mom's porch. I try to see them like along a table as I'm arranging them. So what I've started to do is place these into the vases. Now because it's a few days before the shower, I need to let these open up. So sometimes like they can look a little bit sparse, like upon first making the arrangement, but then once these open up and these flowers really spread out, it looks a little bit different.
Question, do you refrigerate your flowers at all?
That's a great question, Peanut Gallery. And the answer is, when it's just a couple days, no. Thank you for that though.
Bing bang bong, bing bang ba bong, bing bang bong, bing ba bing bong, bing bang bong, bing bang ba bong.
I only use floral foam and the short ones that I'm wanting to look good all the way around, like this square one. So I did the greens and the whites and this one, and I put the floral foam in the bottom. You put the floral foam in first, make sure before you put the water in. So see, I just shove them all in there, and it looks good from all sides. I like to do the little spindly ones too to make it look like not as formal. So this one's kind of halfway done. So I start with the meatier flowers, and then I just build and build and build, and I kind of crisscross stuff like this. I'm about to show you all of these floral arrangements that I did for $100. Actually, it would be under $100, but I got an extra bouquet for myself. And look, here's my hand for reference. This is a huge arrangement. So what I do with these, like I showed you, I just crisscross those. I start with the larger pieces, and I just keep shoving those flowers in there. And you always want to make like kind of a dome like in all directions, especially if it's going in the center. And I did some just like simpler pieces. So I just used those little, the pieces of greenery, and then that flower that begins with an S. And then these are for up against a wall, like on a table. These two, like they just kind of balance out the larger, like more dense arrangements. I love how like you do the dense packing of all the flowers, and then you do the little spindly carnations, and then the other white flowers. And these little, I think they're called Cypernium. I don't know the titles of flowers, but I know how to arrange them. This arrangement would have definitely cost you about $70 plus from a delivery place. And look, here's all the ones that I had extra. So there's even some left over. So I highly recommend this if you are throwing a shower and you still want it to be really glam, but you're trying to do it on a budget. Just do it yourself.
Excuse me?
I don't know why you're...
Are you filming?
Yes.
Are you filming? Okay. I just wanted to say to all the gentlemen out there going on dates that women love sunflowers. So maybe if you want to get like a sunflower for the first date or something. Don't you think, boy?
Oh, I don't like sunflowers. So what kind of women were you giving sunflowers to? Okay.
We may get you a Venus flytrap. How about that?
How much do you guys love that I do flower arrangements all over our house all the time?
You keep our house lively and fresh. Mom does a great job, doesn't she?
That's sweet.
But we like cactuses. Get us a cactus.
Oh man, you scratched your little face, Ford White.
Yeah, we gotta cut his nails again.
Again and again and again and
Okay.
again. Woo!
If you like these videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
And as always, say thank you for it. Thank you for watching all of our stuff. We really appreciate it. Say bye-bye. Bye. See ya.
Bing bang bong, bing bang ba bong.